The promise of not having any more problems after 7 years of daily diligent practice sounded too good to be true, obviously, but also too alluring not to try. In case you want to try this out yourself, stay tuned because I'm going to give you the exact hand position sequence as well as some general information about the main central flow later in this video. Hi there, I'm Anne-Katrin and I'm occasionally awake. I'm here to help you inspire your awakenings, heal yourself and reawaken your life. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. 1 year ago I published a video celebrating 5 years of daily energetic self-help practice. And now 1 more year has passed and I've added 365 more days to my very specific self-care practice, which is called the Main Central. I've done this practice every single day for 6 years, and that adds up to 2,190 main central flow practices. Of course, I had no clue about this impressive number until I did the math for this video, because I didn't spend my daily practice focusing on my progress. I didn't do this for the progress. I didn't do this for this video. I did it out of an intrinsic motivation for my own well-being. This practice turned out to be so much more than just a daily habit. It's been a lesson in surrender and an illustration of a willpower I didn't know I had. You might wonder, but why is it so important to do this every single day? What often happens with an occasional energetic practice is that a new energetic impulse that's introduced to the system wears off after a while, as our old practice patterns and automated ways kick back in and basically override the new energetic impulse, so to speak. With the background of the specific energetic modality that I practice personally, which is Jin Shin Jyutsu, we say that an energetic impulse, or the effect that the energetic impulse of touch has on the body, on our system, wears off after about 8 hours. And then the system slowly settles and returns to its natural, which is its normalized, its practice state. For comparison, we could say that if you kick 1 stone over the water surface, the waves are gonna settle after just a few moments. What my daily main central flow practice has gifted me with is a daily consistent energetic impulse, which helps to rewire the entire energetic system over time. Using the analogy of stone skipping again, we could say that a regular daily main central practice is like skipping several stones across the water at the same time and doing it again and again, which creates a great rippling effect. Here's what a regular main central energy practice feels like. Honestly, the main central has given me all the feels over the years. I've done my practice laughing and crying, exhausted and energized, worrying and completely at ease, doubting and believing, tense and relaxed, in pain and in total well-being. But no matter the condition in which I started my practice on any given day, I always came out of the practice fresh and revitalized. Not to the same degree each day, obviously, but it was very significant to notice how I always felt somewhat better than I'd felt before. Here's why I started this practice in the first place. I was at a seminar and I overheard a teacher of mine say that if you practice the main central every single day for 7 years, it is said that you won't have any more problems in your life. The promise of not having any more problems after 7 years of daily diligent practice sounded too good to be true, obviously, but also too alluring not to try. Did I ever really believe that the practice could keep that promise? Well, that depends on how we want to interpret having no more problems left in life. Here's my understanding. Life's going to keep happening with its occasional challenges and hardships. But which outer circumstance we label as a problem is our own creation and responsibility. Let's say that challenges are a given. Problems, by contrast, are products of our own interpretation and perception. Many of us already know this in theory, but struggle to integrate that understanding into their actual everyday life experience. The regular main central flow practice cleanses our learned perception and our ego-based interpretation and helps return us to a mental state of openness and clarity and curiosity. It helps release our dominant, automated and habitualized attitudes. It brings us more openness to accept and take on the now, in whatever way the now currently presents itself to us. And I personally believe that that state of openness and mental clarity is absolutely achievable. Maybe not as a constant state of peace forever, but as a state that we know and feel and can return to again and again. And the more we practice, the easier it can become for us to consciously make the decision to return to that state, to find that higher frequency within us. I just realized this was basically a description of an awakening to now experience, and I just said, being occasionally awake is enough. See, I said it again. Now let's talk about what the main central flow practice is and why you might want to try it too. The main central is an energetic flow pattern within the body that stems from the ancient art and energy modality of Jin Shin Jyutsu. It is a specific aspect of the one energy that is flowing through our system. The main central flows vertically down the front and up the back in order to build, maintain and revitalize our body, mind and spirit with energy. This energy pattern is stimulated or accessed through touch by placing our hands on specific areas of the body in a specific sequence. Besides, the energetic centers of the main central flow coincide with the location of the chakras of the body. Even though that's not my personal frame of reference because I'm rooted in the understanding of Jin Shin Jyutsu specifically, let me just mention this. And if the chakra context resonates more for you, feel free to use that context when thinking about the main central. After all, regardless of concept, understanding or modality we try to attach to this, it's all just one energy. The self-help hand positions of the main central follow its flow down the front of the body. The last hand position follows its flow through the pelvic area to the back of the body, where the energy ascends through the spine back to the top of the head. In order to practice the main central, find a comfortable position and make sure your right arm can comfortably rest in the position you choose, because you are going to put the right hand on top of your head for an extended period of time. Resting your arm on a pillow might help to keep it relaxed for the time of the practice. Always know that you can change and adapt your position at any time. There's just one rule to this practice: it's supposed to be comfortable. If it stops being comfortable, take a short break or jump steps if necessary, or adapt your position. There's literally no mistake you can make. All that could happen is that efficiency is affected, and that's totally fine. The point is that you actually do the practice and not worry about perfection. Now, in case you're worried about efficiency being affected, you might want to gently hold your little finger for a few minutes before engaging in this practice. If you want to know the secret behind that little trick, you can check out my video on harmonizing our emotional states with energy work. Once you've found a comfortable position, place your right hand on top of your head. It's going to rest there while the left hand moves through the different hand positions and energetic centers on the front of the body. As you've placed your right hand on top of your head very gently and without applying any pressure, you place your left hand on the middle of the forehead, right between, slightly above the eyebrows. If you're ready to move on to the second position, move your left hand from your forehead to the tip of your nose. Next, with your right hand still on top of your head, move your left hand to the throat pit, right between the collarbones. You could rest the entire hand against your skin, or you could put your focus in your fingertips. There's no right or wrong, so please feel free to follow the impulse that comes naturally to you. This principle is true for all hand positions of the main central flow, as well as for the art of Jin Shin Jyutsu in general. For the next position, place your left hand on the middle of your chest. Then move your left hand to the pit of the stomach, right at the ending of your sternum. It is recommended to hold each hand position for at least 3 minutes so that your energetic body has time to feel and process the impulse of your touch. Feel free to hold any one position as long as it feels natural and appropriate to you. Then place your left hand over your navel area. Some people suggest placing your hand a little bit above the navel. Some people suggest placing it below. I personally suggest you find your very own best hand position somewhere on your belly area, somewhere around the navel that feels most natural to you. Next, move your left hand onto the pubic bone. For the very last step, leave your left hand on the pubic bone and now take the right hand off of the top of your head to place it over your coccyx. Now, these are the steps of the main central flow. Have fun trying this practice for yourself. Got any occasional awakenings yet? Now I'd like to hear from you, so let me know in the comments below your experience with energy work in general or with the main central flow specifically. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. This video is related to the awakening to the conscious self. If you want more insights on the 4 types of awakenings and how to experience them in your life occasionally, visit me at occasionallyawake.com to inspire your awakenings. Bye.